welcome to Homorazzi. We have so much to talk about today, but I do want to start off with Adam's finger.
So much to talk about. I don't even think we do have
We do, actually. A lot of stuff has happened in the last couple of weeks.
Did you and your guy break up?
No.
Did you get engaged?
No!
Oh, could you imagine?
I was trying to give like sassy face when you were talking. When you said, "Did you get engaged?" I laughed because it could happen.
It could have
We
happened.
went on another trip to a trip to Montana this time. I was like, cue the eye rolls. There you go. Perfect. But have you guys ever been there before? No.
No.
No. Why would I go to Montana?
No, it's definitely not your thing. It's
You
not.
don't have an Instagram boyfriend that wants to take pictures of the mountains, so why would we go?
Yeah, it was. I never would have gone there otherwise. But it was very beautiful, and Yellowstone Park is there, so that's definitely a big attraction. Lots of animals, lots of people.
What animal did you see? What amazing animal did you see that you've never seen
Well, we were like
before?
driving along, and then a herd of buffalo came. We had to stop the car. It went like all right by us.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, like, we're literally outside the window.
I'll give you a
like,
herd of buffalo.
Yeah.
That's fine.
But there was like bears and there was deer everywhere. It was cool.
Fine. That sounds so boring.
Go back to your finger.
So,
Oh, I can't wait to hear this story.
dislocated. He sneezed. No, I was playing baseball, and I'm telling everyone I slid for it. I tripped. It was stupid. I tripped in the outfield, and I fell down, and I jammed my ham to the ground.
One more time. You tripped where?
In the outfield.
Why? Nothing happens in the outfield.
First of all,
Are you,
everything-
like,
the game was
standing
won
there?
and lost in the outfield.
Because you
Queen
tripped.
of the jungle. No. First of all, you're insane. Like, when was the last time you played softball?
I actually played baseball when I was younger.
Give me an age. 12?
Younger.
So, baseball at 9. I understand this isn't like hardcore. We're going to like the Worlds. Like, we're going to Dallas and Austin, all these kind of places.
Softball.
And it was around this time last year that you broke your collarbone doing the same thing.
Twice. So this time it was my finger. And so I looked down, I'm like, okay, that's backwards. It was backwards. So I'm like, for a second, my coach is on first. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, nope. I'm like, so I don't know what to do. He's like, you're
Don't
fine.
show it to
You're
me.
fine. Click, click, put it back in. Went back out. I'm like, forget it. Everyone was watching. I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna go off.
Did you want to cry though? Did it hurt?
You know what? Total shock. It was with that stupid adrenaline stuff. Like when this happened too, it like hurt, but it didn't hurt like I'm sure it really does. You just go through it. So now it hurts. It's purple and blown up and blood blistered, and I got it scanned, and we'll see if it's broken. Hopefully not, but I got like a game in 2 weeks or something like that, so I have to be all better.
You say so much stuff about CrossFit to me, about all the injuries that you supposedly get in CrossFit.
That's
you
not
get
a sport.
so many things.
That's some like douchebag glamorizing thing. It's like tripping while modeling.
But you're
That's
making it up.
stupid.
I've never been injured in CrossFit, and I've been injured.
This weird scar
This is like a
rhabdo
rope burn, whatever. That's nothing.
How long has that been there?
Like a month.
You look like a monster.
I just don't know why you keep playing sports. Like you keep really injuring yourself.
Because it keeps you
But
fit,
also,
keeps
like, you
fit.
keep really injuring yourself in sports that you're not really supposed to injure yourself in.
Soccer.
Softball is very dangerous, I feel like.
Softball. Yeah, people trip and break their goddamn leg all the time.
Softball, though.
Fine, Spinny. What's new with you?
I have been watching a lot of Netflix, actually. that's the
The true Tommy
Yeah,
Sport.
stop
this is
exercising
it.
and watch Netflix.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, we all know Pride season, but whatever. So, I spend most of my free time ignoring people and watching Netflix, and I watched Stranger Things,
Which we talked about last
which
time.
we talked about last week, and I just want to, like, update. It's the best show on Netflix.
Let's move on to today's topics, and there's a few things that have been taking over everyone's newsfeed, and one of them is Melania copying Michelle Obama's speech. Take a look.
Barack and I were raised with so many of the same values, like
that you work hard for what you want in life. That your word is your bond,
that
and you do what you
say.
say.
So it's like the Republican National Convention happening as we're filming, which is last week on airtime. And so Melania went up there. First of all, the speeches on the first day were insane. Did you watch it? Did you watch anything of it?
Yeah, Blue Lives Matter and...
That was really weird.
Yeah.
And then there was...
Hillary Clinton killed my son in
Hillary
the army.
Clinton
Yes,
killed my
Obama
son.
did
She
this.
belongs in jail.
Yeah.
Rudy Giuliani.
Like yelling.
Probably the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in real life on television like that. Like, so I have it in the background and he gets on. I'm like, oh, okay, it's really, and then he just starts talking and I actually got a little bit scared. And I was like, if I'm getting scared, imagine how those terrified, stupid Americans who vote for these people are feeling and hearing this.
Did you see that crowd?
Yeah, they're insane.
65-year-old white people. That was it. Terrified.
So then Melania Trump comes out and I was ready. I was ready to howl because she's just so, like, dumb.
She's a dumb model.
She's a dumb model.
Yeah.
So she goes up and she starts talking and it's not bad. The speech is pretty good. She's kind of hitting on all the talking points. The thing I liked is she didn't go after Hillary. It was actually kind of nice. It was a bit classy, right?
Explain what she looks like.
Like what?
The little My Little Pony. Have you heard about this? With her, like, cuffs going down.
So then the speech was over, and I was like, oh, okay, that wasn't so awful. Well, then 10 minutes later, someone on Twitter realized that Melania's speech was essentially a carbon copy of Michelle Obama's speech from 2008.
A part of it.
Yes, part of it. I mean, the meat of this.
A big part of it.
Yeah. So I was like, what is happening? And I'm watching this, and then they're showing like side by side clips of like what Michelle said and then what Melania said. And it was, I think they said in one of the paragraphs, out of 26 words, 22 were verbatim. It was the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. And it just makes me think that there's some inner sabotage going, especially with the Trump campaign, because who would do this to her?
Well,
Who would, like, this poor woman, like, spouses and kids are kind of off limits. You can't really go after them, but someone deliberately made her look like a moron.
I mean, it's their speechwriter. You actually think it's like on purpose,
Yeah,
like
100%.
the Republican trying to screw that up?
100%. It's someone in there who's trying to, like, how could you not? How can you not go? This is the future, a potential future first lady of the United States of America, and you're gonna let her like say a speech which was done already 8 years ago.
People
That's
have made
crazy.
these mistakes. Like they point out, like Joe Biden when he ran for president,
he
made
dropped
mistakes
out.
as well. And
But that's different. That's Joe Biden. He's not a spouse. You're supposed to treat like spouses a little bit more with respect. You're supposed to take care of them. You know what I mean?
coddle, help
Yes.
them out a little.
But someone messed up.
Someone
and then
did.
the crazy thing is, the next day, the Trump campaign was like, no one's getting fired. This is all Hillary's fault.
blame Hillary.
Oh my
What is happening? It's so funny.
Well, let's move on to the next item of gossip, and this is between Taylor Swift and Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. The
It's
feud
just
that
like literally, this is like my day.
It is.
So, was it a few months ago? Yeah, it was during the Grammys. So it was like in February. Kanye released a song called Famous, and in it there was a lyric that said, I think me and Taylor Swift are gonna have sex. Why? Because I made that bitch famous. So she freaked out and she said, this is so misogynistic, blah, blah, blah. Kanye said that they talked and he read her the lyrics, and Taylor denied everything. And all of Taylor's team denied everything. And it was like this huge thing for a while, and then it was kind of put to bed. Well, Kim went into GQ and GQ asked her about it, and then she kind of like opened the whole bag of worms up again, saying like Kanye talked to her and this and that, and everyone's like, what are you
there's a
talking about?
video.
Well, now Kim released the video of Taylor talking to Kanye on Snapchat. I was salivating. It was like chocolate cake. Like it was so good. So the video is Kanye was talking to Taylor on speakerphone, you know, talking about the lyrics of, you know, me and Taylor Swift are supposed to have sex, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, that's really funny and tongue-in-cheek. And, you know, if I'm on the red carpet and people ask me about it, you know, I'll say that we're friends and we talked about it, it's a joke. The technicality is he didn't tell her about the lyric, I made that bitch famous.
Okay.
And that's the part that I think she's the most offended about. Because
the bitch thing.
Yeah, because as gay men, we're like, hey, bitch, what's up, bitch? What are you doing, bitch? It's like not a thing for us. But to call a woman like a bitch kind of in that way where you're saying like...
You're gonna her.
Yeah. I mean, but that's not so bad either. When you're being called a bit. Anyways. But like, that's the part where it's a little bit
Dicey.
But yeah.
I don't know.
The whole thing now, though, is like she's
The whole
playing
thing is-
victim
the
now
thing.
again. That's what everyone's calling her out on. And then they're like, no, we don't believe you
The
anymore.
whole thing is fake.
This entire thing.
Why would this be brought up 9 months later out of nowhere? This whole thing is fake. Taylor has no album out right now. She's not touring right now.
She would never not agree to
That
this.
seems crazy to me.
No way.
I think this is all like a big thing.
She was
I
the
still like
Regina
her.
George in sheep's clothing, is
Fine.
what Katy Perry referred to her as.
sure she
Well, whatever. They're all just jealous because she's the most famous girl in the world.
Well,
She
because of
aren't.
Kanye West.
Well, maybe.
Great. That's all we have for gossip. When we come back, we're going to move on to social media and talk about this Pokemon Go craze. Welcome back. We're moving on to social media. We're going to talk about this Pokemon Go craze that is taking over everywhere.
I love you almost say it like an old man. Pokemon.
Pokemon.
You were around for it.
Pokemon.
I never was ever into Pokemon.
You were 30. I forgot when it came out.
Shut up.
Did you watch it when it was out?
A little bit. I watched it more now.
Okay. Like to be nostalgic or like new things? New ones.
Yeah.
Is it good?
No, like I watched the old episodes
Oh,
like, from
okay,
when
yeah.
we were
So-
kids.
okay, fine.
Yeah. So Pokemon Go came out and it was the augmented reality app that lets you catch Pokemon on your phone as if you're
Like in front.
like
Like
in front
it's-
of
they live in the world.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic.
Do you have it?
I don't have it only because I do not need a distraction until Pride is finished. Because I know once I go in,
on.
I'm
So-
dead.
So I've been on it for about 2 weeks now.
Do you love it?
So honestly, it's like instead of having Grindr on in the background, I have Pokemon on the background. And it's probably saving me from like 3 STDs a week. Because it's just like, it buzzes a little bit if a Pokemon comes into view. I am not going out there hunting for them. Like, I have friends who go on hunts, like friends, sad people that I know that I talk to when I go to the bar. It's embarrassing. I don't know anyone of those crowds of like Central Park insane people trying to catch a Charizard or whatever.
There's some places in Vancouver where like the police are getting called all the time.
Well, because there's these things called gyms, right? So there's these specific locations where you have to like battle, and they're few and far between. So you have to be near them. So people just like go there, and it's a way of like kind of talking without talking to people.
I think it's really cool for a few reasons. Number one, a lot of these people would just be sitting on their couches, eating potato chips, and like playing, like me, playing this game, like playing whatever.
And never moving.
And never moving. So at least it like gets them out of the house.
It does.
And there was something that I read that was really cool. It was like, there was this one person who was going to one of these gyms or whatever, and there was like 100 other people there, and they were all like talking and communicating, and it was different people of ages and races and sexuality and everything. So it actually is kind of a really cool community building thing. It's nerdy as but it is so cute.
And there's like a champagne one or like a Chardonnay one for women or something.
Oh God, there's some stupid
that's not
YouTube
real.
video.
Oh yeah, there is. It's another app for that, isn't it?
Can we throw to that?
Oh my God.
This is so embarrassing.
We need to throw it a Chardonnay.
Oh my God.
This app is amazing. It literally tells you where glasses of Chardonnay are in your local area. Chardonnay! There's Chardonnay somewhere in this house.
Oh, Chardonnay! Oh, are you out of your mind? Why are you in my house?
You have a lovely home. Play Chardonnay, go! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I love your garden!
Holy shit.
Okay.
You're
I
serious?
just read a thing and I thought it was a joke. Like that you have to go catch. Like it's the same app. But
You had to catch glasses of Chardonnay. You thought this is an app.
Why would that be so different from this? It would just
Because it's booze!
not real
And
booze.
it's done like
No. That's what the video.
oh my God, okay.
so-
That video is a woman, apparently a comedian who watched the video, so that's the problem. And she's going around making fun of Pokemon Go players saying like there's something for moms called Chardonnay Go. So you go and you just look for Chardonnay glasses and you sit them to the next one. But I've never heard about that video. She's drinking Chardonnay and her friends driving with Chardonnay. Wow, I can't believe you thought that was real.
I just didn't look into it enough to know that it was a joke.
No, but like
Anyway.
actually, do you think there would be an app called Chardonnay Go? Like
Yes, he did.
Yes,
And he said
and
it.
I bet you they were gonna make one. So we'll talk about this in the future.
I
again.
cannot believe
Let's
you
move
thought
on
that
to
was, that was like the greatest impromptu throw we've ever had. I'm not going to let you talk because that is so embarrassing for you.
It's pretty embarrassing.
That was bad.
On that note, let's move on to movies. And the first trailer we're gonna check out is Star Trek Beyond.
I know why you're here. Why we are all here.
Our captain will come for us. Mercy will be the last thing on his mind.
I am counting on it. Fear of death is illogical. Fear of death is what keeps us alive.
First of all, we have to talk about the poor actor from this movie who died in a car accident. Anton. So sad. So everyone go see this movie.
Yeah.
Did you like the second one? I can't even remember the second one.
The second one was Cumberbund when they fight on the ship, right?
Cumberpatch.
Yeah.
Whatever
I
his
don't.
name is.
I'm not obsessed with this series enough to care about these movies that aren't anything new.
The first one was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the second one was like, again, it's one of those things where unless you're like a mega fan, I don't think I'm in a rush to see it. I'll probably see it.
Was it Khan? Is that what it was about? Like the Wrath of Khan? Was it Khan? I don't know.
Yeah, then
So-
the whole thing was like, I swear Benedict Cumberbatch is not going to be Khan, and then he is. It was so stupid. And then,
Sulu's gay. Can we talk about this?
oh, and Sulu being gay. I mean, Sulu's always been gay.
Sulu in real life has been gay. Now they made him gay in the movies, and then Sulu in real life got all pissed about it. George Takei was like anti this.
Yeah, because he couldn't be the one to do it.
Like they're bringing back some 95-year-old Sulu. So
That's what I think.
you think
anyway.
so?
Probably.
Well, he wasn't going to do it in the 70s.
For him to be upset about it is childish.
Which is a little annoying because he's such a big advocate for gay rights.
and he's
just
such
like,
a big gay.
which is hilarious.
Yeah.
So get over it. Sorry, George. I'm sure
Yeah.
you're watching this. Let's just get over it.
All right, let's move on to the next one. This one is called Bad Moms.
I made out with so many women tonight.
Guys, I really like whippets.
Is that your mom bra? Looks like you have one long boob.
It's uniboob.
This is my sexy bra.
Looks like you wrapped an ace bandage around
Yeah,
yourself
I
like
don't even
3
wanna
times.
touch it.
It's like an eye mask. Like you put
put it in the fridge.
You got a very boys don't
Breathable.
cry thing happening right now.
This looks hilarious.
This is the movie Do Summer.
Okay.
I am so excited to see this, mainly because I love Kristen. Is it Kristen Bell?
Kristen Bell, yeah, of course.
Veronica Mars.
Veronica Mars, absolutely.
She's gonna be the best part of this movie.
Do you think so?
100%.
I'm excited Mila Kunis is doing a good movie. She's had some bad things out there, and she's pretty, and she's funny, and she just needs a chance, and I think this will be it.
Oh, you really like her.
I do like her.
You like her
I think
a lot.
She's gorgeous.
Like you have like a little crush on her.
a mini little crush.
That's okay.
With her uniboob and
No,
her
I think
ace bandage.
I think she's really funny. Again, I don't think she needs to work, but it's good that she's in this movie. I'm glad that this is like I'm so into it.
Also, who is in this that we love?
Christina Applegate. Oh,
Keep
Catherine
going.
Henn.
Gracie and Frank, the daughter that we love. Is in
Oh,
it.
shut up, Brianna.
So she's the third mom in this thing. They don't feature her too much in this. So they're putting like newer kind of comedians together.
Well,
for this.
and
older.
Kristen Bell is real. I think she's very, very talented and very underused. And like you said, Mila Kunis is she's really funny. And then this Brianna
Redhead.
is hysterical.
So.
So I'm into this movie. I saw the first trailer months ago, and it's coming out right around my birthday.
And like
so
a
I'll go
good
see it.
movie for moms, not some stupid Mother's Day bullshit. Like something they might want to see.
Well, and I think that especially now with the generation of moms coming up, like they're all these young, drunk. I mean, they still go out and party, but you know what I mean?
Teen
like
moms.
But that's what it is. Like they still want to leave their kids at home and go out to a bar one night, and I think that's very different from like our parents' generation.
Yeah.
You know
But
what
there
I mean?
is also the expectation, like the
Yes.
no GSA, the no
Yeah.
PIA, blah, blah,
Oh
blah,
my
like
God,
all
those
those
people-
moms.
They're addressing
So-
like all of the pressures that they face.
So it's good. It's a good mix. It's realistic-ish. I think it'll be fun.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And the last movie for today is Absolutely Fabulous, the movie.
You seen Kate? You seen Kate? I'm gonna roll away the hand. Hi, Johnny. Don't you remember me?
Oh, God, I can't believe you're still alive.
Johnny? Kate! Kate!
I mean, I think I called the last one the movie Do Summer, but I think this is like the one.
So I'm worried.
It's not gonna make money.
Okay. Well, I'm not even worried about money. I'm just worried it's going to be as funny as the. Did you watch the show?
Oh yeah.
Every episode. I'm actually probably going to rewatch it now.
Yeah,
You have
every
to.
gay has. This is like you have to watch this along with like
Required
Priscilla,
reading.
Queen of the Desert, and like Rocky Horror. Like this is something you need to watch. I think this movie is going to be hilarious.
Do you?
Yes, because she wrote it.
Okay,
She
okay,
is
okay.
a genius.
Yep.
Jennifer Saunders is a genius, and these two. I just think about lines that they do from the show, and it's so funny. And these two are so great together. I don't think that this movie is not going to be bad. Double negative?
This is not going to be. We'll have a fact checker on that.
But my fear is that it's going to make a lot of money in England, which
Sure.
in the UK, which is fine. But I don't think it'll make a little bit
kinda
of money
niche
here.
here.
It's very niche
Yeah.
here. It's like gays and like cool
Well,
girls.
maybe they won't do some huge release, right? Maybe they'll do select whatever, and then
Yeah.
they won't spend so much on it. It's not like they paid that much for this movie anyway.
I don't think so, but I hope that everyone that goes see it sees it more than once because there should be a sequel. Do you know what I mean?
Just so we get more.
It's just like this was such a great series, and
Absolutely.
whenever they have like the little like a Christmas special or whatever, it's still just as funny as it always was. So I kind of feel like this is going to be hysterical.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's all we have for movies. When we come back, we're going to check what's going on in each of our Facebook feeds. Welcome back. We're moving on to Facebook. We're going to check our Facebook feeds and talk about what comes up. The first thing that I see here, we were talking about Pokemon Go earlier, and this says, pregnant Pokemon Go player hit by a car, given emergency C-section to save baby.
I need to know what's the source?
Global News.
Oh,
yeah.
Here's the thing.
You're talking about people being social and like interacting with each other. They're like more zombies now, is what people are saying.
People are on like the CanadaPost.com and are going to run into traffic. It just
Who is on CanadaPost.com?
People who are mailing something. The point is, anyone is on any app at any point in the day, and it's happening. Like, Tommy's not paying any attention
I'm
to
trying to
this.
find something
He's
good.
on
but
Pokemon Go
I
right
legit
now.
have only babies and dogs. On
You
my
have babies
feed
and dogs on
today.
yours. So first of all, stop killing Pokemon players. I
Yes.
feel like that shouldn't have to be said, but that's awful. Okay, and Tommy, who's now coming back to the show. What's going on with yours?
My friend Charles, he is he like takes care of horses and stuff, and he's got a horse, and his
Patrick's ex, Charles,
From last
the guy who
summer.
breeds horses and jerks them off into a
McKay?
can.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your ex?
Yeah.
Summer.
Oh, I didn't know that. He's
Yeah,
lovely.
he
I
was
love
like
that
way
kid.
too tall and way too pretty. We never
He's
understood it.
so pretty, and also like so funny, and it's like all of his pieces should not equal You know, like you're not allowed to be funny and pretty.
So this is like a friend or like a
No, it's like it's a friend. It's a friend.
But you're obsessed
So
with
his horse had a baby and he didn't know what to name it, so I named his baby horse.
What?
Is it Tommy?
Harper. No, it's Harper.
Oh, thank God.
So his horse is named Posh after Posh Spice, and he's like, I don't know what to name my horse. I was gonna name it Becky, like with the good hair. I was like, no, you named your horse after Victoria Beckham. You gotta name the baby after her baby, Harper. So I'm the godmother to the horse.
Oh my God.
You're not.
Isn't that fun?
I bet it looks like you.
Probably.
Same hair?
Same hair. We use the same shampoo.
Oh my God. You're obsessed with Charles.
I love him. He's so funny.
He's funny. I only first met him for the first. Patrick never let me
You
meet any
dated
of his
him?
guys. Yeah.
That's so weird. I
got
totally.
dumped real hard.
Oh, Pat, you
so
got
my
dumped?
news
What?
feeds.
No.
Oh God. Cocaine is like Miracle Grow for nose hairs. Jeez. So I'm gonna
Is
say
it?
who wrote this.
I don't know if that's true because I remember when I used to do
I don't
cocaine, there
remember.
was nothing
First of all,
left
my
in
point is
nose.
not is it or not true. This isn't a cheap at question. Don't write like that. Like this person, loved to death, is in very much the
Can
scene.
I see
and
who it
that's-
is?
No, because you'll say something.
I know I won't. You know me. I'm not the one
Oh,
to
screw it.
like.
It's Berlin. Whatever.
But you
so it's
post
fine.
about like other crazy things too. That
So I love it. I'm just like, Berlin, don't post that stuff. Like, if you ever want it, like, she got a public profile. Everyone can see this kind of thing.
Fair.
It's so like what I'm doing right now. I also have heard like if the border hears about it in this stuff, they can actually like not let you in, knowing that you've done that kind of stuff. So no more drug posts. Like, be subtle, be clever. Like, talk about a snow hill or I don't know, some sort of powdered donut that got stuck up there. But first of all, it doesn't grow your nose hairs. That's just you growing up. Second of all, don't post that. I don't think you should.
Yeah, things that people post without thinking. But also, like, you should really take what people post as, like, who they are.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, there was another post earlier today, and, you know, someone was describing themselves, and I was like, oh, wow, that was really interesting. Like, just the way that they did. And I was like, you have to take people at what they say.
You were being so vague. They
I
talk
know,
about their
because I
dick
don't wanna
size. They
get
talk
in
about their
trouble.
boobs. They talk about their like fisting. What do they talk about?
No, they just talked about them. Anyways, moving on.
Most boring reference ever. I apologize.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on to the next.
Over the next 2 days, you're about to experience actual person-to-person contact. Rebirth is not for everyone. Some of you will find this highly disturbing.
Welcome.
Welcome, Kyle.
Are we a cult?
You don't belong in this room.
Welcome back. We're moving on to TV now, and that was just a clip from a new, actually, show on Netflix called Rebirth. It's not a TV show; it's a movie.
Which I thought it was. So he mails me today. He's like, just watch Rebirth. I'm like, Patrick,
serious?
what do you have in times of free
He's like,
time?
wow, you're crazy. I'm like, Adam, it's a movie. So.
It looked good. So it's one of those, once again, one of those cult kind of things that we keep seeing. Guy, you actually get to explain for once.
Yeah, so a guy kind of gets reeled into this by his friend who he hasn't seen for a long time, and it's sort of like mysterious how to get there, and he's like whenever he has to question, like, okay, whatever. Anyway, it turns out to get like more crazy, scary. He wants out, and then he's not sure if he should get out, and just like it's
Actually good?
Yeah, it starts off almost like a comedy in a way, it seems like. I didn't really watch the trailer before, so I kind of just went into it. But then it's like a thriller, and then it is very much like what these things can be like. These.
Oh my God, we're never letting you explain.
I was
this,
just
Ken.
gonna say
Okay.
we can never let him explain anything because I still have no idea what the show's about.
Well, because you didn't watch the trailer probably.
No,
No,
we all
I
watched
did.
It.
So he
It's just
has.
you ruined it.
Who's the guy in it? Where's he from?
I've never seen him on anything.
No, he's been on
before.
something. He's not that important, so.
I'm not gonna watch this. This doesn't appeal to me whatsoever. It's just another.
You would like this.
I'm definitely gonna watch this.
We're
This is
not
our
a cult. We're not a cult. So stupid.
Cult stuff is interesting. It like happens now. You were in a cult for like 3 years.
Were you?
No. Okay, oh my God.
Or whatever.
Don't say the name of it.
Are they gonna like find you?
No, but I think you're not supposed to say, like, you're not supposed to talk about the thing. But I think,
So this is the thing. You're not in a cult. This is your point that you're
no,
not
I
in a
did
cult.
this like thing that a lot of companies do, like as a personal development thing. But like I found it very culty, which a lot of people do, and so I left after like
Ew,
the
I'm
first
starting
time.
to freak out right now.
No, it's
You're
like,
not allowed to talk about it.
Well, I think I signed something when I went in there, so I don't want to like talk
Like
about.
you can't say their name ever again.
Well, I don't want to bash it and say that it's a cult because it's already
I'll say
known
it.
that
It's a
people
cult.
think it's
Oh my God.
Okay, we have to move. I'm starting to freak out. This is like some Ouija board bull happening right now.
okay.
Let's go to the next one. This one's new on Netflix and it's called Tallulah.
Hi, Margot, it's Steven. I spoke with Larry Daniels. He says you've had the papers for a while now. Look, I don't mean to rush you. Just sign the papers.
I need to find Nico. I'm his girlfriend, Tallulah.
Whose baby is this?
It's his.
What's your plan, Lou?
Did you have a plan?
First of all, is this a show or a movie?
Show.
So this is like a series.
Yes.
Ellen Page
Yes.
loves to do shows and projects with one name, with her name in the title, Juno Tallulah. And she always loves to be in stuff with Alice and Jenny.
And with babies.
And with babies.
And with babies. It's her thing.
She had the baby,
She had the fetish.
and she gave it away, and now she's like taking care of the baby.
So?
This looks phenomenal.
Yeah?
Ellen Page, I think, is one of the most underrated actresses of our time.
Kitty Pryde?
Love her. She's awful in Yes, Kitty Pryde, though.
It's so tough.
Which is so funny. Alice and Jenny is also so talented.
She's getting nominated all the time, though, now.
She's a great actor.
is.
Like, she was on what, The West Wing, and then she like flipped it, and now she's on the comedy Mom, and she's getting all of these
killing it,
awards.
yeah.
I'm definitely watching this. I'm curious to see where it kind of goes and how it's gonna be, and like, is this her? This is obviously not her baby. She steals this baby.
Did you watch
Yes,
the trailer?
I did watch it, but then
she
I was
stole
like,
the baby, Tommy.
But then I'm like, but then she's like, but this is your family. So I'm like, well, what if it was her? I don't know. Anyways, it's like Stockholm Syndrome.
You are, the two of you, in dealing with your insanities. Yes, she stole the baby. It's just like the drama of like the repercussions of it, and she lies, and when you get out of the
But like,
lie.
is that so bad? Because it looks like the actual mother didn't want the baby.
Anna Nicole Smith needed that baby for this, so I don't know whether, like, you can't steal a baby, Thomas. I don't care how bad the mother is.
Okay.
Report it. It looks interesting, though, and it looks very dramatic, and
funny,
it's a modern
and,
tale.
and
yeah.
like, and emotional. I think it look. I really think like it just looks like an extended next chapter of Juno to me. Like it's so what she's good
Darker
at. A little
yes,
darker,
yeah.
but still like
More
I don't
adult.
know. I'm so into it.
Okay.
And on that note, that's all for today's show. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
Nothing.
I don't have a new thing. It's after 100 episods. I need to think of a new thing.